followed by our UFC Fight Night main card from Fight Island. Sunday, Game 3 of the NBA Finals between the Heat and the Lakers. That'll be a 7:30 game on ABC. And Monday Night Football matchup, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers hosting the Falcons at Lambeau Field. All now playing on ESPN and the ESPN app. The challenge unsuccessful. You guys see it clearly, a foul on Rondo.
It makes it tough because he, like I said, he does it in a veteran way. Like that hip turns just a little bit. There's times where you get away with it. That time he got caught.
He gets his first foul, and Robinson gets 3 free throws. Duncan Robinson, one of the great stories for the Heat. A 26-year-old in his second year in the league. He was undrafted. Played his last 3 years at Michigan after starting his career in Division III Williams. He played in the championship game in Division III that 1 year at Williams. He played in the championship game one of his years at Michigan, and now he's playing in the championship series in the NBA Finals. A guy that as a rookie, he only played in 15 games. This year, he started every playoff game for a team in the NBA Finals.
Mike, speaking from experience, when you've been in Division III, that cauldron, you're hardened. You're ready for this final stage. So, you know, there's another NBA person who's from Williams, assistant coach for the San Antonio Spurs, Will Hardy. Another phenomenal shooter.
I got to correct you, though. He played Division III ball.
yeah, he did.
You watched.
I watched some good players play.
No, I got to give you credit. You was a heck of a player. I saw your work.
Caldwell Pope is the side of the backboard, Nunn the rebound. Nunn pushing the floor. Kicks it out to Olynyk. Olynyk lines it up. That won't go. Rebound, Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma very active off the bench. Kuzma and Caldwell Pope both tied for third on the Lakers in scoring. Caldwell Pope off to a rough start. He's 1 for 4. Rondo tries a three-pointer. That's good. Rajon Rondo continues to shoot well from downtown here in these playoffs. He's at 41%.
I can speak from experience. Rondo came into this league a guy that couldn't shoot the basketball and at times wouldn't shoot it. With the foul by Anthony Davis. Through repetition, before and after practice, coming early, staying late, the older you get, the better shooter you are. All you have to do is look at Rajon Rondo, look on the Lakers bench, and see Jason Kidd, an all-time great point guard, passer, became an improved shooter. And I tell you what, in my driveway, I'm lights out.
And you know, Mike, we mentioned the assistant coach, Jason Kidd. I don't want to forget a valuable member, assistant coach for the Lakers, who was not here because he had to opt out, Lionel Hollins. Lionel Hollins is active, involved. I talked to Frank Vogel about it today. He said he's been invaluable in all staff meetings, team meetings, watching practice. So Lionel Hollins been a terrific NBA player and coach.
What a career he's had. Of course, part of that championship team, the Portland Trailblazers, back in 1977.
Absolutely, and did an incredible job as head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies also, with that talented basketball team that had great success.
Alex Caruso has come in, feet inside, an easy 2 for Davis as LeBron James gets his 3rd assist.
Well, against the zone, James played behind the defense, caught it along the baseline, and searched out Davis in the middle.
Nunn misses. Rondo the rebound. Always been an excellent rebounding guard, and then leads the break. The Heat do get back. Rondo still drives, misses, however. Kuzma the rebound. But he stepped out of bounds after he grabbed it, so it's Heat ball.
Well, against the zone, you're looking to get the ball into the middle and behind the defense. Here, James plays behind the defense and then no ball pressure and just surveys the floor. Great cut by Davis and an easy bucket.
Coach, with this lineup on the floor for the Lakers, you should see 5 white jerseys in the paint area, forcing them to beat them from the perimeter.
Again, Davis's game around the rim, James's game around the rim has to be taken away at all costs. As Nunn, it's a driving layup.
Nunn again, who finished runner-up rookie of the year. He started all 67 games during the regular season. As Kuzma goes in, throws a wild pass and throws it away.
This is what we're going to have to see more of in order for the Heat to have a chance in this game. Nunn's ability to score, we saw it in game one, got in, impacted right away. If he gets it going, they're a different team.
Averaged 15 a game during the regular season, had 20 points or more 19 times, and he had a great rookie year. Well, then he tested positive for the virus, was out for 3 weeks, came to the bubble late, and then had personal issues, so he had to go back out of the bubble. And when he returned, just never got in any kind of rhythm, fell out of the rotation. Prior to game one of the finals, he was only averaging about 3 points per game. And then he got the garbage time, and the game was already blown open, but played really well at 18 points in game one on a 5-second violation. Boy, you don't see many of those. Excellent ball denial by the Lakers.
And back to the zone.
Jeff, they didn't play much zone in game one.
No, and against Davis and James in there, it is a little bit more challenging because of James's passing ability.
Caruso keeps that alive. Kuzma fakes, has it poked away from behind. Nunn again pushing the tempo. Nice feed inside to Butler. They're going to wave it off. An offensive foul as Caruso stepped in and drew the charge on Kendrick Nunn.
It's a great job by Caruso sprinting back. He had numbers, contains Butler, and then once he realized Nunn is committed, steps in and takes the hit.
Nunn's first personal. 6-point Laker lead. We're under a minute to go. Davis again, and it just
Again,
perfect.
it's a zone with James in the middle, nothing complicated. You get it to him, and then Davis behind the defense, really hard to deal with.
Another offensive foul. This time LeBron James draws the charge as Tyler Hero barrels into James.
Real simple. They're playing their smaller guys in the back line. James just seals, catches it in the middle, touch pass to Davis, coming from behind the defense.
But to my point, Coach, I'm not guarding Rondo, Caruso, or Kuzma above the three-point line. I have to give them something. I'm not going to give them the inside presence of Davis and James.
Lakers turn it over for the 5th time.
And I agree with that. You have to prioritize what you need to take away. Miami, they know they need to take away the paint game of those two guys. But as you said often, easier said than done.
Jimmy Butler only taken 2 shots. He said he needed to shoot more and to score more. That's his first field goal. He hit a bunch of free throws. And it's a 6-point lead for the Lakers. Shot clock is turned off. Miami has a foul to give here. James steps back, 3-pointer. Off the rim, Rondo did not get it off in time. And the first quarter comes to an end.
They're going to call a foul, Mike. Caruso crashing the offensive boards. They're saying the foul was committed before the buzzer went off.
They'll go check it on the replay first.
Clearly contact as Caruso is running to crash the offensive boards.
We have a loose ball foul. We're going to check the timing to see if it occurred prior to the end of the quarter.
But they did have the foul to give. It wouldn't put them in the penalty.
Caruso sold that pretty good.
Yes, he did.
That's minimal contact.
You're right, but it is contact.
Okay.
Again, it would only be the 14th foul, first in the last 2 minutes. And to just see how much time is on the clock. I mean, they could put perhaps a 1/10 of a second up there.
But you're right, though, Coach, because the pressure that these guys in today's game put on the referees with their ability to sell contact offensively and defensively.
And sell contact is
6/10 on the game clock. The foul occurred prior to the expiration of time. 6/10 on the clock. They had a foul again, so the ball is out on free throw line extended.
the other word for selling it is flopping.
Absolutely.
It is the second foul on Nunn, and they do put 0.6 of a second, so that's plenty of time to get off a decent shot.
And the Lakers got a free timeout under the review to try to come up with a lob play or a catch and shoot play.
You bring in Myers Leonard because of his size. And Derrick Jones also.
Rondo will inbound. Caruso catch, shoot, puts it over the buzzer. And that will end now officially the first quarter.